He's pretty damn good. Mr. Richard MacPherson.
Thank you very much. The Scottish play. First of all, I'm not superstitious. I'm Catholic. There's a big difference. But all that is about to change. You would have a hard time convincing me that this nonsense about Shakespeare's play Mac, you know, the Scottish play, was cursed. You probably heard the legend that Will used a real witch's incantation, and that pretty much did him in. I mean, the play itself is no stroll in the heather, with murdered kings, ghosts, and the nasty Lady M. And of course, the worst thing you can do is mention the title in a theater, because there's a whole rigmarole you've got to go through to unhex this thing. You end up running around the theater 3 times just to unwind the thrice to thine and thrice to mine and thrice again to make up 9 piece the charms wound up, which is rap. Now, a lot of people don't know that because actors sometimes do like to cross their fingers. It's recorded that in 1765, noted tragedian Sir Benedict Briscoe told the actor playing Macduff to break a leg. And then during the climatic till Burnham Wood to come to Dunsinane scene, he tripped on a twig and broke his brogan wearing foot. Okay, I made that up. I thought it sounded really cool. And brogan is an Irish boot, and I've been dying to say that in a sentence as well. Now, that brings me to the shocking revelation that my own play, The Hound of Baskervilles, is haunted. Arthur Conan Doyle was recuperating in Devonshire when he first heard the howling on the moor. He no doubt concluded that the eerie sound was the wind that wound its way through the treacherous bog. Locals thought otherwise, and soon Doyle had a dog tail whistling in his head. My part in all this came about the fateful day I answered a casting call for the role of the butler, Barrymore. I entered the theater as domestic help and exited as Holmes, the famous Scottish sleuth. Seems the first actor had to drop out because of car trouble. Well, was this the first clue that the play was cursed? Another harbinger of things to come is that every play goes through what is called Hell Week until opening night. Run-throughs, dry text, wet text, costume parades, and final dress rehearsal. Now, none of that really went off on schedule. And for some reason, we had an uncooperative fog machine. But was that really the problem? You know, it reminds me of a play I did in Hawaii called Ashes, about a deceased remains. The only problem was that the theater was in a vacant church sitting right in the middle of a cemetery. When I couldn't get the slideshow to work right, I knew the permanent tenants were giving the play a thumbs down. Well, we opened to great reviews and sold out houses, and then the fog hit the fan. Was it that nagging cough of one of the leads? Starter pistols that jammed, shooting the hound? Probably the fire. On a Saturday afternoon, someone noticed smoke coming out of the building. The firemen arrived, and after breaking in the front door, they discovered smoldering planks upstage right where, I kid you not, the ghost light, which is a lamp left on at night to prevent people from falling, had fallen. Then sometime during the night, wood and electric wires conspired to try to close the show. Now I hear that one of the guys borrowed Holmes' costume jacket to go to the bank, only to discover that my revolver was still in the pocket. Try telling the teller that was a mistake. Well, the theater was saved. and a lingering hint of smoke only added to the mystique of the famous pipe-smoking Baker Street detective. Of course, now you must refer to him as Shirley Holmes. And don't forget to bring a snack for the hound for the Baskervilles.
Oh, I thought it was okay when the guy just had a gun in his pocket. I thought that was fine.